What's up? Danny Hayasaka with Company helping people do their business better. And today we're going to do a quick demonstration of the Bose Videobar VB-S. Stay tuned. So before we get into the actual demonstration, I'm going to do a quick overview of the Bose Videobar VB-S. Of course, we're in Florida. There's a hurricane coming, so if you hear rain or whatever, that's what's going on, right? It's called Hurricane Ian. He's out there somewhere swirling about. But anyway, let's get into it. So the Bose Videobar VB-S is designed for small meeting spaces of 3 meters by 3 meters or 10 feet by 10 feet. Comes in at an MSRP, or what I've seen online, $799. And it's also really easy to set up. There's only 2 cables. You got power and you got USB. And then the USB cable has both USB-A and USB-C. So it's fantastic for anybody that has a laptop and you don't know what you have, whether it's USB-A, USB-C. Has a 4K Ultra HD camera, and you do have individual auto framing modes, group mode, and individual mode. It's got the signature Bose sound quality, so it does sound really good when you're playing back, and we'll do a test on that so you guys can hear what it sounds like. It does have remote management and multiple mounting options. But anyway, let's look at the star of the show, which is the Bose Work Configuration software that allows you to customize the settings. So let's take a look at that. All right, so here we have Bose Work Configuration app. You can go download it. We'll include links to this in the description box below. But let's take a look. So right off the bat here, when you open it up, this is the screen you're going to see. Right here. All right, and so you have the options. You have this home screen. You have the option to manually zoom in and out, as well as pan and tilt, right? And then you also have some presets available. I've done some here. You have one, there's my hat with Otis on it, and then there's the clock, and then you can just go back out home. We're just going to zoom back out, and then here's your volume control. Again, this is what's available, just logging in, and then this is low light compensation. It's currently turned on, and you can actually log in for even more access and more customization. Here's where you're going to see all the status of your unit. You're going to see the firmware, the user access, system profile, system identity. You also have network information here. But let's take a look at this controls, right? So here is the camera. Again, you have presets that are available that you can adjust, but you can also you have low light compensation here, you have backlight compensation, anti-flicker, brightness, contrast, saturation, sharpness, all that jazz. So you can sit here and customize how your video bar is going to look to other people. But for right now, let's get into auto framing. So if you see, it's enabled, and then you have the option to either turn it on, and you have individual, the follow me, or group conference. If there are more than one person in the room, I recommend you set it to group. Because it's just me, I'm going to set it to individual. And then here is what's super cool, right? So this is, to me, this is just cool stuff right here, right? So this is like lightsabers or something from Star Wars. But anyway, so in this area, you have the option, right? You have your controls, your meters, to tell you, what's connected. So you see that it's moving, it's hearing me talk. But this is what's really super cool about this particular device, because you can set exclusion zones. So if you don't want a particular area to be heard, or you don't want that area to interrupt a meeting that's currently going on, you can create this exclusion zone. You can even add exclusion zones and sort of shape them depending on the room configuration. You can also get rid of them as well. So I'm going to set this here. Well, here, let me show you a little bit more. And so you can actually adjust the width of the beam microphones and the depth as well. So I don't know, again, to me this is really super cool, because it gives you the ability to customize the audio pickup depending on the size of the room, depending on the configuration of the room, because there's also even a static setting. So if it's, for example, in a huddle space that has designated chairs, you know, there's like a table and there's like maybe 4 chairs sitting around this table, you can actually just point the microphone beam right to that specific area, and they'll be able to capture that person's voice. So I think, like I said, this is really, really cool, right? So I'm going to set it to dynamic here. I'm going to create an exclusion zone, and then you guys will be able to hear what this does. So it doesn't actually mute you. What it does is it reduces your volume level. And so that's set there. But anyway, let's do some actual demo. Let's do it. All right, so here we are. We have the Bose Videobar VB-S set up here in my home office. And it's approximately 10 by 10 in this space. And of course, if I go out all the way to my door, it's, well, actually it's 12 feet from that way. From here, it's probably, you know, same thing, like 10 feet. So this is the perfect size room for this particular device. So what you're hearing now is the microphone pickup of the Bose Videobar VB-S. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move around here so you can see the follow me feature or the individual auto framing. And you see that it works pretty well. And so you see it's just following me around. I can even back up way over here. And again, this is roughly 9 feet, not quite 10 feet. Oh, I think it sees my reflection in there. So it's trying to find that person. All right, so here I am moving around. And so what I'm going to do now is a quick demonstration of the exclusion zone that I've set up so you guys can hear what it does. So it doesn't mute you. What it does is it kind of reduces the decibel level of your voice. So I'm going to come over to the exclusion zone. All right, so now I'm over here in the exclusion zone. So it should reduce my volume level. So it should be kind of challenging to hear what I'm saying or make out what I'm saying, which is what you want. All right, so I'm going to move out of it. All right, so I moved out of the exclusion zone. So when I was in the exclusion zone, you probably had a hard time making out what I was saying. And that's the point of it. Again, it doesn't completely block that audio. It just kind of reduces it, muffles it a little bit. But anyway, this is a quick demonstration of the Bose Videobar VB-S, the auto framing set to individual. If I had other people in this room, I would set it to group. But you can see it does a pretty good job of tracking, following you, and framing you. All right, so now we have the Bose Videobar VB-S set up here. I have my decibel reader, and I'm going to play some audio through there so you guys can see visually how loud it gets and how it sounds. And I'm going to have this guy over here also recording so that it picks up the different audio sound. But anyway, let's play some audio through this thing.
Since 1987, we've believed in the fundamental principle that people do business with people. Our passion is to help people do their business better. We simplify access to business communication and collaboration technology. We have a strong focus on video collaboration, enterprise and contact center headsets, Samsung Enterprise Mobility Solutions, cloud services, and UVC light disinfectant solutions.
All right, so there you go. There's a quick sort of audio representation of what the Bose Videobar puts out in terms of the audio quality, the speaker quality, and from my end, it sounds really good. So in terms of that, there's no issue there. If you're interested in learning more about this, we'll put links in the description box below. I don't believe we're an official partner of these solutions quite yet, but I'm sure we will be soon. But if you like this type of video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, let us know what you'd like to see, and we'll do our best to make it.